Hey everybody, I am going to do a quick little demo on how that branch on that magnolia blossom really should have been done. I don't think I did a very good job explaining that. So I've got it drawn out on a little piece of watercolor paper here, so I'm just going to quickly show you the way you should do this. Okay, so I've kind of just made a little branch here, and I'm going to use a number 4 brush. And so what I've done here, wait, let me go ahead and just wet this first. Honestly, the branch isn't perfect. If you look up, you can see that I kind of have that area right here. It's a little fat, but this is just to show you the technique that you can use to help make that branch look really round but full of depth. Okay, you can kind of see here. There we go. So you can see some areas that I missed a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to let this sink in. And while it's sinking in, here's the thing. I do not want this paint to be very glossy. I want this to start getting almost like a matte finish, okay? So while we're waiting, what I did was I went over here and I grabbed a whole bunch of blue, nice thick amount of blue. Same with this red. It's pretty thick. Now I'm going to grab some of the yellow. And same thing. You notice how when I pull my brush through it, it's pretty thick. Okay. I didn't try to overmix it. I've just got some little areas that have red. It's kind of a lot of red. And areas that have the yellow and areas that have the blue. And I want them to kind of mingle together, so I don't want to overmix. But you can tell just by the value that's sitting right here on this palette that it's pretty thick. Okay, so now let's come over and let's look again. Can we see that it's starting to sink in, but it's still getting glossy? So I'm going to give that another second. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to using a number 2 brush. And one of the reasons why I'm going to use a number 2 is because it's not going to carry a whole lot of paint on my brush. That way I don't add too much and it works its way over to the top. What I want to try to do is keep that paint not completely along the edge. I want to keep it kind of right in this area. And one of the reasons why is because obviously a branch is, you know, it's round. So you always have reflections coming in from the light sides, the darker sides, reflections from leaves, or like those pink petals of the magnolia blossom all that is going to affect the shadows on this branch. So I think it's probably good enough. So I'm going to pick some of this up and I'm going to wick my brush. Let's put that up there. I'm going to wick my brush and I'm going to kind of turn it this way. Let's see how that does. So it didn't spread out too far, which was nice. Now I'm going to pick up some yellow and more of the red and some of the blue. Actually, I think it'd be easier if I kind of turn it this way. Okay, kind of went, it doesn't matter. This little area is just to, it's just to make the division between that little bud there and the branch. So now what I did is I wet my brush and I'm just moving some of the color down along the edge. Okay, so it's not too dark. So can you see how it's already starting to build up some form? you have the darker shadow in the middle, and then you have the lighter area. Now let's kind of do the same thing in this area. Let's grab some blues and grab some yellows. Same thing, I just rinse my brush. Now I'm kind of blotting it a little bit. And now I'm just going to kind of move some of that color down. Let it move into that lower branch. Now I'm picking up more color. Okay, trying to stay away from the edge, and I'm definitely trying to stay away from that top branch. I'm blotting my brush again, just wicking it off. And now I'm just kind of dropping in more color. Now let's pick up some yellow. Maybe up over here. Now let's pick up some more blue. Let's get that even darker. Maybe some more yellow. See, I'm just staying right in the middle, and already, you look at it to the side, I've created a branch. Now, it looks like the color's kind of, oozled, I guess would be a good word, right over in here. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm taking my brush. I rinsed it in the water. Now I'm blotting it, and then I'm just very lightly just going right over the top of that, just kind of lifting it up and just smoothing that out just a little bit. Now I'm going to add some darker color again. I'm going to wick my brush, and again, right in the center, maybe some more red. Now how about a lot more red? Wicking my brush. And look at how every time I add a little bit more color, it deepens. Try some more red. And there we go. And that is how you get those nice, smooth blends. And you can see that the branch actually has a little bit of roundness because you've got some color down the bottom, but it's not too dark. All the dark is right in the center of that branch. And then later on, once you watch the video and I get towards the end, then you can go by either with a little scrubber brush and do this and blot up some that's right along the edge of that top part of the branch. Some right there, and then you can quickly dry it, and there you go. You have a branch. So this is the way I should have taught you how to do that. And so I apologize, I dropped the ball on that, but try this technique, and I promise you, you're gonna make a really cool branch. So there you go. Thanks, everyone.